Hey Coffee Clan, welcome back to my channel. So if you're new here, welcome, welcome. I am so happy that you decided to stop by and watch this video, and if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, and if you like this channel, then definitely hit that subscribe button and become part of my coffee clan. So on this channel, we try a lot of coffee, mostly coffee. We do a lot of traveling, but right now we haven't really been able to do much traveling for obvious reasons. So right now I'm just stuck at my house making a lot of coffee, and that's okay. We are just gonna chill out today. We are bumming it. Obviously, I'm wearing a hat because I'm having a bad hair day, and we're just gonna sit here and try coffee because that's what I wanna do today. I just wanna film this video and I really want some coffee, so it was the perfect time to try a brand new coffee that I think you guys are really gonna like. I mean, I haven't tried it yet, so I guess I don't know if I'm gonna like it either, but I have a feeling we're really gonna like it. So this coffee company is called MVMNT Coffee Company. It is a company run out of Kentucky in Florence, and you can actually head to their website. I'll pop it up on the screen and put it in the description down below so you guys can check out their website. But they are amazing people. I've been talking to one of the owners a little bit here and there, and she's just amazing. So anyways, we are going to try their coffee. So I have two coffees that I want to try from them. The first one that I want to try is called Dark Night, and this is the packaging. It is gorgeous. Like, look at this sleek packaging. I love it so much. I love their logo. It's probably some of my favorite packaging I've ever seen for coffee. But anyway, so we are trying the Dark Night and Drivetrain Espresso Blend, and this is the packaging for that. What I find really interesting and cool about this company is every coffee has a different little like picture on it. Like this one looks like a machine, part of a machine. I don't know what kind of machine. And then this one is like a skyline, which is really cool. So the Dark Night I got in whole beans, and the espresso I got ground already. So the Dark Night says a special blend of coffees from around the world, carefully roasted to make for a strong yet balanced dark roasted coffee. And then the espresso one says the drivetrain, a critical component of any machine that creates motion. So that's pretty cool. So we're gonna go ahead and try this coffee. I am going to do a pour over for the espresso, and for the Dark Night, I am going to do a French press. So I actually wanted to show you guys this little nifty gifty that I got. Does anyone else say nifty gifty? Is that just me? Anyways, I got this really cool hand grinder, and I've never had one. I've always wanted one. I actually really want one of those old school hand grinders, like the ones that fall into a little tray. That's like my dream. So it's really cool. This little handle comes out and you just like rotate it like this. And I feel like it takes your coffee tasting to the next level because it just really, well, first of all, you have to work for it, which is cool. So we're gonna ground our Dark Night, and then we are going to brew them. All right, you guys, we are on Melissa's cell phone cam, and I just wanted to let you guys know that I finished grinding this up, and it is perfect. I am going to be using an off-brand Chemex for my pour over. This is what it looks like. I got it from Walmart, and I mean, really the only difference is that it's cheaper and it's not a Chemex technically. It works the exact same. It just doesn't look as nice. So, you know, when you're poor, you got no other option. You got to go with the off-brand stuff, you know? So we have that. And then for our French press, we have this Mr. Coffee French press, which actually I've had a lot of French presses in my day. I'm not gonna lie, I've tried expensive ones, I've tried cheap ones. This one is somewhere in the middle, and I actually really like this one. It works really well, and the filter on it is really awesome, and it even traps grounds that are a little bit more fine if you accidentally grind your French press beans too fine. I really like this French press. It also comes apart really well for cleaning. Pretty much all of this comes apart for cleaning, which I really like about it. So if you guys are looking for a cheap way to have like different kind of coffee, then I highly recommend going to, you know, they probably have it at Meijer too, or Walmart, just getting like an off-brand Chemex, and they work just as great. So So a couple helpful tips that I've learned. This is just turning into more of a like tip oriented video as well as the coffee taste test. But a couple tips I learned is, number one, when you're doing a French press, how I personally love to do it is I put the grounds in, put the water in, and I let it sit for 5 minutes. I don't touch it. I don't stir it. I don't do anything. After 5 minutes, I take a knife and I stir it. And immediately after I stir it, I press it. I don't know why some people let it sit longer, but that's just how I like it. And I find that it tastes really good that way. And then for the pour over, I like to put a little bit of water in to let the, you know, the cones stick to the glass before I pour the grounds and then the hot water in, because it will kind of blub. Is that a word, blub? It'll kind of blub everywhere if you don't do that first. It might still do that, but less so. And then, yeah, you just pour the water in and you want it to kind of, my clothes need to be switched over to the dryer, but we all know that that's not gonna happen until probably like 2 days from now, and then I'm gonna have to rewash them. But anyways, so yes, for a pour over, you want to pour the water in and kind of try to make your grounds end up in a cone shape, and I'll show you guys what that looks like in a second when it's done. If you do get your grounds to end up in a cone shape, that means you did a stellar pour over. Trying to show you guys this in better lighting, but as you can kind of tell, the grounds are starting to form a cone shape. Now, if I did more water and more grounds, like I was actually making a full cup of coffee or two, I would put more grounds in here and more water, so it would actually create an even better cone shape. But for now, this is what we're working with because we are just doing a small taste testing of coffee. So we're gonna let that drip out because that's the best part, I'm telling you. Just be patient. I know it's hard, I'm not either. But we have a good amount to try. So we're gonna just wait for this to filter a bit more and I will be right back. Okay guys, so this pour over is done, as you can see, and we have a really nice cone shape. This is what you want it to look like if you did a proper pour over. So I'm actually pretty impressed with this. This is probably one of the best cones I've ever gotten. So now we're gonna take this to the table and try it. Okay guys, we are back at the table, the taste testing table, and we are about to try this coffee. So as we learned from the last video I did a couple weeks ago, we actually tested out what kind of coffee mugs are the best for trying coffee and for tasting coffee. And we came to the conclusion that the best coffee mug to have coffee in if you're trying to taste it is a ceramic tulip-shaped coffee mug. So this one is ceramic and it has a tulip shape, and so is this one. You want it smaller on the bottom, bigger on the top. So these are both perfect. So the other thing that we learned from our taste testing video is that pickles are the perfect palate cleanser. Same with bread, but I don't really want bread, so we're gonna go with pickles. It sounds really weird, but it's super true. It actually works. So, like I said, we have the drivetrain, which we did a pour over, and we have our dark night, which we did a French press. So everything is ready. Let's go ahead and try the dark night first, which is the French press. So here we go. I'll try it in a dark cup because it makes sense. I will force myself to drink both of these cups of coffee because in this family, we do not waste coffee. That is just, you just don't do that. So this is the drivetrain. Here we go. Interesting. Very interesting. I have to say, I don't think I've ever tried a dark roast quite like this. This is really good. I'm just more and more impressed with people who I meet that roast their own coffee beans. Like, it just never ceases to impress me. Like, this is so good. It tastes very bold. It tastes very smooth. You can definitely taste that it's a dark roast. That is heavenly. That is heavenly. Okay, moving on. Let's eat our pickle. Let's eat a palate cleanser. Okay, we have our pour over, so here we go. That is smooth, smooth jazz. Okay, now let's go ahead and try our pour over. The differences in the coffee are really, really, really cool. It's so crazy. You think that coffee a lot of people think that coffee just all tastes the same, but it's so different. And especially when you do a palate cleanser and you're trying back-to-back coffees, it's just such a cool like experience. I don't know, like I'm, I guess, a little bit obsessed with coffee and like the science behind it, but this is really good. Oh yeah. I like that better than the Dark Knight for sure. I like dark roast, but I am mostly I love espresso roasts. Like, I don't know why, I always love them. They're my favorite, and it's hard to beat. I also really like light roasts, but I don't actually know. Have we ever tried a light roast on this channel? I don't know. But this is so good, you guys. So good. I would highly recommend ordering this coffee. Wow. That's impressive. That is impressive. Movement Coffee, you have impressed me. You have impressed me. And there's nothing more to say. You've impressed me, and I really like your coffee. Okay, so I'm gonna go onto their website right now and read a little bit about them. So let me tell you guys the price. So prices of their coffee is actually really fair. It's usually around $13. You can actually order this movement sticker. You can order the sticker is like $2. So the Dark Knight itself is $13 and the espresso is $13. They also have like a lot of other things you can order as well. So in their business, they feel called to share not only coffee itself, but the culture that surrounds it, which I can get behind. I love coffee culture. I want to make a t-shirt that says coffee culture because I just think that'd be so cool. They said coffee brings people together and serves as a cornerstone for people to stop and relax and be present with one another. It's also for people who are on the move, who need that boost to keep them going. I love that. It's a great way to just get people to slow down and appreciate the little things in life. And when coffee shops were open, it was a great way to sit with your friends and to just talk and be present in the moment, which I also think is super important. So they said, we source our raw beans from various importers that work directly with the farmers in ensuring not only great quality coffee, but that the farmers, workers, and families are fairly compensated, and that the local economy and ecosystem of the growing region is left intact. And then they said, we roast our beans in small batches and sample every batch to ensure top quality and consistency of our roasting process. We believe there is coffee out there for everyone, and I think you're right. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that you like watching me try new coffee, and please, if you like coffee, check out their website. They are awesome. I am telling you guys, you will not be disappointed with this coffee. So I will see you guys next time. And until then, drink coffee, travel often. I love you. Bye.